We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Bridgewater on first down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
And if Noah Fant keeps making catches like that, it might not be too long till we say he's one of the top 5 tight ends in football. When he was drafted, that was the expectation.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a... roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. To throw is Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And McManus able to put it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 4. Bridgewater. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Bridgewater finding Jeudy there for the Bronco first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And all the way home for a Broncos score. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Rolling to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater flushed out right. And he is out of bounds here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards in a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Bridgewater to throw it. And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And Holley clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw is Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jackson. And he'll find Hall. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Jackson completes it to Hardman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Jackson now. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
At the Broncos' 28-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His third touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Here's Bridgewater. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 40 now on second down, Bridgewater. This is the tight end fan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
All day, just like that, just like that. Mike 3.
They'll throw again, Bridgewater. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Nifty move by Gordon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Going right back to Akers.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run on first down with Akers.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will make this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Give him 30 yards there.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown or for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Mark Andrews with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
That's complete. Okuegbunam.
Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. McManus now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Flush to his right. First down and more for Jackson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Bridgewater. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Welcome back now to Denver. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, it's Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. And that's checked down to Gordon. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Bridgewater to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Switch.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
We don't want this. 40's Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Bridgewater. Flushed it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And it gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Akers. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Broncos 29.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start...
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Another nice decision there by Marcus Peters to go for the football. And he comes down with it yet again. Since coming into the league in 2015, no one has more interceptions than Marcus Peters. He's averaged better than 5 per year.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Bridgewater. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. First down, Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Second and 14.
Single. Motion. Watch 10. Right.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. One last shot now for Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.